full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started. This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. Look around. The town's overgrown, the crops are dying. What's not to fight about?
Just take a blessed day look outside.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that plague bear down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain Masoni said he'd never seen anything like it.
Oh, I bet.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. Good. Perhaps he will listen to you. I am not fashioned for statecraft. Still, I think the governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the Emperor's finest. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace? If only we had these in the tusks.
Genuine healing crystals. Curas de all of Eora. Think you're healthy? Think again. Clean yourself out with a healing crystal.
I am not accustomed to failure.
You startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead. I was calling on the spirits of the recently dead to follow the guidance of Bareth, god of death. I am asking the spirits to forgive us for our negligence and continue on their way without anger. The dead of Fjord expect certain We cannot take that chance. There are angry spirits and you know the problems we face. I believe the two are related. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I had to take the food. The fate of Fjord depends on it. I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead. But this does help the living. By appeasing the dead, we end the dangers their anger caused. The crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more. You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. I believe it will do exactly that. The spirits will find closure and rest, and the living can move on from this recent tragedy. Be careful, friends. The angry spirits lash out blindly. I cannot predict what awaits you at these graves.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
I was once like you, weird and diseased. Now I'm a different man, and it's all thanks to healing crystal.
At all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living land. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. Officially, I'm one of the many researchers here. My specialty is in the anatomy of the many species of Eora. If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing than my research. Someone had to be chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to... Auret Auguri. I hope to see you soon. Oh, be careful with George Moon. I have the Stellum. Oh, the Trentons. Bunch of... of Vatsals, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I admit. Watch yourself out there.
Can I interest? I only ca- All ingredients are fully stocked.
These will be so very useful. Clean out your soul. Honest enemies, healing drink.
It's... But, you... Of course. Maybe. It is times like... Wait! I take offense at that. So, boning without bones it is.
I have always hated that title.
I literally just came up with it. My colleague here has never been what I call a genius at self-promotion.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The dream scourge is laying waste to our home.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge.
The land begs to differ, and
We can discuss this in private.
we are discussing it now.
One job. Couldn't even do. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. I'd like to be. They're out searching. Someone had to hold down the fort. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. Praise Ilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. They were good rangers once, but since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to,
Well, there's worse places to make...
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and the last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please.
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while.
Pour you a drink, good?
The crops ruin.
Well, apology.
Anything be done?
You can't take a piece in the fjord without spotting an animancer. But finding an animancer you can trust, that's harder. I try Quilici and the Giata. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. Outside and up the stairs, they're arguing with Vidaro. Just follow the profanity. Welcome back, envoy.
Another glorious battle. We're on your right. Left flank. Next one's mine. Beat that, Warriors. Nice work. Coming from your right. I guess someone will have to do this for the people who starve to death when the food runs out. I'm sick!
You there! You look like you know where you're going.
I'll take what I can get. If the... You'd think so, but they don't approve of animancy. So they still buy our crops, mind you, when the harvest's good.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
You know what I... Listen, if you need food... I had noticed food missing, but I hoped it was rats. I would normally let this sort of thing slide, but right now... I have to... I should have... Thank...
The people need this food more than the dead do.